Welcome to 1 Minute Crypto. I'm your host Chronos, and today I want to talk about an article criticizing the Lightning Network written by one of our regular Bitcoin Cash supporters. It's called Clarifying My Objections to the Lightning Network, and I definitely recommend giving the whole thing a read. I've put a link below the video. The author basically claims that the Lightning Network can easily become a tool of financial oppression. It boils down to 2 points. First, Lightning will require big centralized hubs to scale, and second, those large hubs enable economic censorship. Before we dive into this, I want to thank our sponsor, America's Card Room, the most trusted US online poker site. Use the bonus code Chronos and you'll get up to $50 in free cash with your new account. Deposit with your favorite cryptocurrencies at America's Card Room. So the first point claims that Lightning will require big centralized hubs to scale. I don't actually agree entirely. I think it might be possible for it to scale with small hubs. But I do think if it's successful, the Lightning Network will end up with gigantic centralized hubs. Not because of scaling, but just because that's what industries do. Think about agriculture. There used to be a huge number of tiny farms, and now enormous corporations like Monsanto drive the entire industry. Same thing in the financial industry, same thing in the healthcare industry, and so many other sectors. It seems to be a natural progression to see larger and larger mergers and acquisitions, and I think we can expect the same thing for Lightning hubs. So what about point number 2, economic censorship? Well, one of the key tenets of Bitcoin is that your transactions can't be blocked by an authority. But the argument is, if just a few of these centralized hubs work together, your money can be blocked from using the Lightning Network entirely. And I think that argument is probably correct. You'd basically be forced into using on-chain transactions at that point. So I think it's important that those fees don't become too large for the average user to afford in case of emergency. But now for the scary part. Remember when I said the industries have a tendency to consolidate? Well, I think that's true for Bitcoin mining power too. Because of economies of scale, it's reasonable to expect that we'll end up with a consolidated cartel of miners on every successful proof of work blockchain. And that includes both Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Decentralization isn't easy. Proof of work is a big step forward, but in my opinion, it can't solve the problem by itself. What do you think? Throw your comments below the video. I'm Chronos. Thanks for watching.